Hello everyone, I am Raundler and you're watching Brazil vs France International Friendly. This is a PES 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment. No third party footage, assets, or any other copyrighted material has been used. All content is self produced for entertainment purpose only.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, we're on the way. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. That's a little off target. Olise. And it's Hernandez. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Danilo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rafinha. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Nice physical challenge. Konate. Rabiot. Hernandez. Saliba. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Rabiot. Camavinga. Olise. Rodrigo. Danilo. Danilo making good progress on the right-hand side. Gabriel. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Foot in. Rabiot, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Camavinga. Rabiot. Saliba. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. Olise. That's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Brilliant save from Alisson. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Gabriel getting this one clear. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Played out to the right. Rabiot. Konate. Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Koundé's cross. Tries to get it clear. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. Saliba wins the duel this time. Dembele. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Olise. Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Camavinga with the cross. Danger averted for now. Strong running down that left flank. Konate, now here's the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Rafinha. Alexandro. Looks to the other side. Danilo. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Danilo. Showing good feet. Will play through for the wide man. And that's a lovely exchange. Dembele. Hernandez. Olise. Koundé. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Turns and goes back. Olise! Rodrigo shifted upfield. Rafinha. He's through, now is he in? Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. And he's there to get it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Rafinha. Alexandro. Steaming on goalwards. Brazil have a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. First effort on goal. Koundé. Rabiot. Dembele. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! Dembele. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Mbappe! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. There he goes, cross-field. Danilo. And it's played forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mbappe. Hernandez. Hernandez. Now he's got space here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Koundé. Bruno Guimaraes. The referee's awarded a free kick.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Over to the left. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Camavinga. Olise. Now then, the ball's come loose. Olise. That looks a cracking ball. So, what can they make of this? Camavinga. Olise. And it's Dembele. Dembele. Now that's well seen too. Gabriel. Alexandro is onto it in a flash. Alexandro. Alexandro drives forward on the overlap. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Danilo. Lovely feet. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries a shot! Dembele. Hernandez. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Olise. Dembele. Played out to the left flank. Hernandez. And that's aimed into the middle. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Camavinga is the guilty party there. Koundé forwards and with intent. Hernandez. He is through here. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez, gently done. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior played through into space. Oh, that's nice. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rabiot. Hernandez. Good play on the left-hand side here. That's a cute ball. Rodrigo. Here's Vinicius Junior. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He's not taking it long. That's going to be a booking. Now it's Vinicius Junior. So much time and space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Koundé. Koundé. Olise. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gabriel, aim forwards. And it's Alexandro. Rafinha. That has been cut short.
France, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Danilo. Olise did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hernandez. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Olise. Great work on the overlap. Danilo. Brazil getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Alexandro. And it's played forward. Dembele. Rabiot. Marquinhos gets rid without sophistication. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Gabriel shifted upfield. Alexandro. Cleared without complication. That's been won straight back. Bruno Guimaraes. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Danilo. Dembele producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Olise. Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. Alexandro. Gabriel. Danilo. Rodrigo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rabiot. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. Olise. Rabiot, he's fizzed it forward. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Koundé. Olise. Upamecano. Hernandez. Rabiot. It's Hernandez. Dembele. Rabiot. Now it's Olise. Koundé does... Here's a shot! That's a waste.
Rabiot probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Gabriel gently done. Rodrigo. Moved on forwards. And here's Vinicius Junior out to the right. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Aimed in towards the centre. Saliba, and it's played forward. Saliba, gently done. Camavinga. Koundé. Rodrigo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Played towards the other side. Danilo. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Rabiot. Hernandez. Konate. Dembele. Olise. Olise played out towards the right wing. Nice control. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Dembele. Rabiot. Camavinga. Dembele. Shot a goal! Goal! France! And France are in front.
France, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rodrigo, that's an imaginative pass. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Olise. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Dembele. And here's Mbappe! Gabriel. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Saliba. Camavinga. That is good strength. And it's Koundé. Koundé's cross. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Rodrigo. And they win it back again. Olise. Gabriel. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! They've done it!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Rodrigo. looking ball that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Konate. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rafinha. Alexandro. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Now can he find a finish? And here's and the shot! Hernandez getting this one clear. Rafinha, and he's gone backward here. And it's Guimaraes. It's a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he did it well enough. Better luck next time, maybe.
Dembele. Spread out to the left. That's very neat. Time to deliver. Hernandez with the delivery. Well, that's a ball to nobody in particular. Alexandro. That's really well manoeuvred. Out towards the flank. Proves too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Camavinga. Dembele. It's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Dembele. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Danilo. Konate, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Dembele. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Olise! keeper has it. Olise. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Dembele. Kunde played over towards the opposite flank. Rabiot. Alexandro looks to the other side. Danilo. Gabriel. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Rafinha. Alexandro. Great run on the overlap here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kunde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Hit into the middle. Alexandro, long ball upfield. Danilo. It's a good run down the right. And he's picked out the run. Hernandez. Dembele. Rabiot. Camavinga. Olise. Camavinga. And that was nowhere near his best. Rafinha. Brazil can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he goes cross-field. Danilo. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Kunde. Olise. And here's Mbappe. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Olise with the short one. Brilliantly cut out. Rodrigo forwards and with intent. Danilo. Gabriel. Alexandro. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Bruno Guimaraes. Playing crossfield, changing the point of attack. Dembele wins the duel this time. And it's Dembele. And here's Olise. Camavinga. That's good play. Now it's Camavinga. Now the cross. Marquinhos clears it away. Olise. Rabiot. Olise. He decides to cross it. Marquinhos getting this one clear. France have reclaimed it. Rabiot. Hernandez. And he goes cross-field. Rabiot. Dembele. Alexandro. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Rafinha. Rafinha! Rabiot. Konate. Aim forwards. And here's Mbappe. Played out to the right. Oh, that's neat. And it's Camavinga. Good ball. Mbappe has a shot! Gabriel. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior! Goal, Brazil! And the comeback is complete.
Brazil, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Brazil take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here. And are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Hernandez. Konate, gently done. Olise. Alexandro. Rafinha. Alexandro. It's Hernandez. That is lovely. Hernandez, that's been drilled in. Hernandez, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Hernandez crosses. And the volley. That carried quite a threat. Rodrigo. Danilo carries the ball down the right. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Alexandro delivers. That's a throw. Rodrigo. Ball is over the line. Koundé. Olise, played over towards the opposite flank. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's Hernandez. And here's Dembele. He's got away. No, that's not going to find its target. Danilo. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Hernandez. Rodrigo. Danilo. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Danilo. Oh, it's played into the area. Rabiot goes on a run down the left wing. Gabriel clears it away. Moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Looks to the other side. Danilo. Rodrigo. He is just caressing the ball. And he's got his cross in. Camavinga. Olise. And it's played forward. Mbappe knocks it out wide. And that has sent him sprawling. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alexandro. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. Koundé. And here's Mbappe. Bruno Guimaraes with the clearance. Olise, cracking ball. Shoots! For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Koundé, and here's Olise. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Konate. And it's Dembele. It's really well cleared. Olise. Camavinga. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Vinicius Junior going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rafinha, and the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Konate forwards and with intent. Olise. Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele! They've scored! What remarkable powers of recovery! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So all square and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Dembele. Konate. Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Dembele. And it's Rabiot. Camavinga. Succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's surging through. Over to the left. Alexandro. Very nicely done. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Camavinga. Upamecano. Olise. That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot. Olise. Camavinga. Koundé. Camavinga. Oh, nice touch. Rabiot. Hernandez. Rabiot. Camavinga. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Saliba. Rabiot. Dembele. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rafinha. So who's he picking out? Rafinha opts to play it back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rabiot defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rabiot shifted upfield. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rabiot, and it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Mbappe clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. Danilo. Rodrigo. Alexandro. Rafinha. Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Played out wide. That's tidy. And a chance! And he's there to clear it. Oh, sweet feet. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Dembele. Hernandez. Nice physical challenge. Danilo. Alexandro chasing after it. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Olise. Dembele. Camavinga. Played back in. Mbappe! Gabriel. Moved on forwards. Alexandro. Rafinha. That's tidy. Proves too strong. Dembele. Out to the right. Koundé. And he's managed to get free. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Danilo. Danilo charging forward down that flank. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Camavinga. Koundé forwards and with intent. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Konate. Dembele. Dembele. Olise. Ambitious ball here. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Alexandro. Rafinha laid out to the left flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Rafinha tries a measured ball. It's a goal kick. And it's played forward. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Dembele. And it's Hernandez. Drilled in low. Alisson claims it, and the danger passes. Gabriel. Alexandro. Rafinha. Rodrigo. Great defending, strong and determined. Played into the middle. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Takes the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear. Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo looking to hit the byline here. Oh, he's been flattened there. Koundé gets it clear. Alexandro. Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Dembele. Camavinga. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Crosses it in here. They've got a corner here. That has been knocked clear. Rabiot spread out to the left. Hernandez with the delivery. And he won't reach that. Gabriel shifted upfield. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Great run on the overlap here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. this one clear. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Guimaraes. Rabiot gets good distance on it. Rafinha. That's a good ball. That has been knocked clear. Bruno Guimaraes. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Koundé forwards and with intent. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Elise. It's Dembele! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Mbappe. Camavinga. Koundé. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Marquinhos can get it clear. Rafinha. Alexandro. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Gabriel. Gabriel. Danilo. Showing good feet. Rodrigo. Played out to the right. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And that has been cleared. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's nice. Rafinha. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Danilo. And that has been clubbed away. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Out to the left it goes. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Saliba, aim forwards. Rabiot. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Koundé. Nice control. Chooses to go back. Succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Rodrigo, gently done. Hernandez. And it's played forward. Rabiot. Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. And it's Danilo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hernandez. Hernandez. That's good play. Rabiot. Hernandez crosses. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes chooses to go cross-field. And here's Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. Nicely shaped cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Over to the left. Alexandro crossed in once more. Looking for a decent ball in. Rabiot. Dembele. Hernandez. And he goes cross-field. Olise.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. That's very neat. Rodrigo. Oh, nice touch. Oh, shooting chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. He is just caressing the ball. Olise. Olise! Oh, another save. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Decent enough try.
Vinicius Junior certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Dembele, now he's off and running. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rafinha. Camavinga. Rabiot. Dembele on two now and looking for three. Rafinha. Alexandro. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Danilo. Rodrigo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Olise. And here's Mbappe. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rabiot. Hernandez. Rabiot. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Dembele. It's Dembele!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Danilo. Danilo tries making a foray down the right. No, that's too long. Camavinga moved on forwards. Mbappe played out to the left flank. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book. Clears it away. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. And another try! And he's following up! Same again, same outcome. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Danilo. Mbappe. Dembele. Hernandez. Very nicely done. Rodrigo wins the duel this time. Now it's Rafinha. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Saliba gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And it's hoisted clear.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Rafinha. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's heaved it away. Koundé. Saliba, played over towards the opposite flank. Dembele. And here's Mbappe! Vinicius Junior is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Alexandro. That's really well manoeuvred. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe. That has found him in acres of space. That is lovely. Dembele. Goes for the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Dembele clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him.
Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. And it's Hernandez. Rabiot done delicately. A chance to play it in. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Danilo. Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot. Hernandez. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Camavinga. Here's Mbappe. Shot, surely! Danilo. Rodrigo. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's Dembele. Tries to get it clear. Rafinha aim forwards. And here's Rodrigo. Alexandro tries across. Dembele. And Here's Mbappe. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Played crossfield, changing the point of attack. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Koundé. Upamecano. Upamecano, gently done. Dembele. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Marquinhos with a fine tackle. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo played out towards the right wing. Bruno Guimaraes have it back and can go again. Alexandro. That'll be a throw. And it's Alexandro. And he thumps it clear. That's the throw. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez. It's Dembele. Out to the right. Cleared away. Danilo. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Vinicius Junior. Dembele. Saliba. Camavinga. Upamecano. Olise. Dembele. Hernandez. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Mbappe. Mbappe. Split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Rabiot. Hernandez. Camavinga. Dembele. Olise. Rabiot. Hernandez. Looks to the other side. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. It's Dembele!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Danilo. And here's Rodrigo. It's run loose here. And it's played forward. Now it's Mbappe. Bruno Guimaraes shifted upfield. Rafinha. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. It's gone for a throw-in. Dembele, and here's Elise. Dembele. That has been knocked clear. That's a throw. Dembele's delivery. Nice interception, well timed. Rafinha. Olise wins the duel this time. Bruno Guimaraes. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now he's wondering who wants it. And it's Dembele. Dembele played out towards the right wing. Rafinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dembele. Hernandez. Very nicely done. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe has a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Alexandro. Koundé. And here's Olise. Koundé. Oh, what a ball! Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes, back into the middle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Danilo. Nice control. Here's Rodrigo. No foul, says the referee. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mbappe. Muscular approach does pay off here. Alexandro looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's neat. Now it's and he shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he steps in, and that's the end of that. Alexandro. Rafinha succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Into the lead once more. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rabiot. Camavinga. Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Alexandro. Lovely feet. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Dembele. Rabiot. Good take, and shapes to shoot! nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
The one and two touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
And it's Danilo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Camavinga gets good distance on it. It will be a throw-in. Olise. Kunde. Hernandez. Kunde. Olise. Camavinga. Rabiot. Olise. Olise! Oh, that was no routine save.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Alexandro. Olise. Konate. Hernandez. Rabiot. Hernandez. Rabiot. Olise. Proves too strong. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Brilliant save from Alisson! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And he's there to clear it. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Rabiot. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Now here's the delivery.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kunde. Played towards the other side. Hernandez. Hernandez. Rabiot. Camavinga. And here's Olise. Aimed in towards the centre. Marquinhos gets it clear. Danger averted for now. Now this could be a chance. Olise is shooting! And that's off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Alexandro. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodrigo. that's an excellent interception. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Olise does really well to win the ball there. And it's Dembele. Camavinga. And here's Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. Rabiot. Camavinga. And here's Rabiot. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's come loose. Dembele. Dembele, gently done. Mbappe, played into space. Koundé. That's very neat. Can he deliver? Dembele hits it! Rodrigo. Danilo is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's good play. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Dembele. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Hernandez. Oh, that's nice. Camavinga. Rabiot. Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off him.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Danilo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Hernandez. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Koundé picks it up now. Olise. Chance for a shot! Danilo. Alexandro. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, sweet feet. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Dembele. And he cuts out the supply. Gabriel moved on forwards. 75 minutes played. Elise. Nice physical challenge. Alexandro. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes looks to the other side.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
What a throw in. Rafinha. And it's played forward. And it's Koundé. Elise. And here's Camavinga. Gabriel forwards and with intent.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And claimed it back swiftly. That's an untidy challenge, a free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. With the clearance. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Upamecano moved on forwards. Dembele. Elise. Koundé. Camavinga. Elise. Rabiot. Now it's on Elise! And that has been cleared. That pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Play for a throw. Now it's Dembele.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's played forward. Rodrigo. Played out to the right. Elise. He's looking unstoppable. And it's Camavinga.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Dembele.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. Rabiot gently done. And he's away.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. He's on it. Can he get away?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Picks it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hernandez with the delivery. And he's there to clear it.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Olise! And it's Camavinga. Caresses it through. And he's there to get it away. Olise hangs one in. He's dealt with that well. Olise.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rodrigo. Rafinha! In he goes again. And he hits the net. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. Mignon, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Rabiot. Hernandez. He has found the way through. Here's a corner, good chance. Olise goes short. It's Hernandez. Rabiot. Oh, such a clever touch. Gets it away. Dembele. Rabiot. Olise. Camavinga. This might spell danger. Rabiot. And here's Dembele. Rodrigo wins the duel this time.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Back to the keeper they go. Koundé. Camavinga. Dembele. That's tidy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good spread. Olise. Rabiot aim forwards. Olise. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Oh, can he get onto this? Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is as far as they're going to go. Olise. Alexandro. Gabriel. Aim forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Forwards and with intent. Camavinga. Kunde. And it's Rabiot. And here's Dembele. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's really well manoeuvred. Danilo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, and he's gone backward here. Can he finish? And it's been taken short. Alexandro, decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, there's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Konate, and he goes cross-field. Alexandro. Gabriel. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, red. Nice interception. Olise. Konate. Hernandez. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Muscular approach does pay off here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha. Alexandro. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And they've got rid. And they've got a throw. The final 5 minutes. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's played forward. And it's Alexandro. Rafinha. Showing good feet. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Rafinha. Rabiot. Olise. Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe spread out to the left. Oh, that's neat. There are a few waiting for it. There's the header. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Brazil, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Bruno Guimaraes. Camavinga. Camavinga, played over towards the opposite flank. Rabiot. Out to the right. Koundé, and that's aimed into the middle. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. He can get that clear. Danilo. Gabriel. Danilo. Danilo hurtling down that right flank. And here's Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Camavinga. Koundé. Olise knocks it out wide. Lovely bit of skill. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is out of play. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Koundé. Now it's Camavinga, and it's Koundé. That is lovely. Mbappe, there's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Rodrigo. Lovely feet. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Olise. Camavinga. And he goes cross-field. Hernandez. Rabiot. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rodrigo. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Rafinha. And here's Rodrigo. Rafinha head out towards the right wing. Dembele. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Ooh, delicate chip through. Hernandez attempts a clearance. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez. Dembele. Rafinha. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior. Danilo. Oh, that's nice. And here's been a real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Konate looks to the other side. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Gabriel shifted upfield. Rabiot gets a foot in here. Hernandez. Rabiot. Dembele. And here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes chooses to go cross-field. Could go all the way here. Looking for a decent ball in. Mignon gets his gloves on it. Nice and calm. Marquinhos. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. And it's Danilo. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Over to the left. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Danilo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé. Koundé, gently done. Koundé. Camavinga. Camavinga. Dembele. Oh, he's got a shot. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Olise with the short one. And it's Hernandez. Has a shot! Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. Alexandro goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Rafinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga. Dembele. Olise. Koundé. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Gabriel. Gabriel. Overhit and out of play. Hernandez, and here's Mbappe. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Plays it through. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's Dembele. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Dembele. Oh, sweet feet. Hernandez crosses. That has been plucked away. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. For most players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brazil really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and a training ground plot was